Final show of the year. Last show of the whole year tonight at 8 with Michelle.
Are you kidding?
Last show of the year.
Oh.
Our Hallie's back, Lynn. The everything necklace. I've got a bangle. I've got a 3-piece set. So much. Lindy, I love you.
I love you. I'll be watching. You know that, girlfriend. I love your collection. I'm just, I can't say enough. Have a great day. We'll be watching at 8. And another one of our very dear girlfriends, Marlo, is coming up next. I know she has Lazy Boy. Enjoy. Don't miss out on any Connie's pieces. Go to .com.
Oh my gosh, so I love those two girls, and I am actually wearing my own personal Marlo earrings, so continue to ask about those. Hi everybody, happy Monday to you. I'm so happy that you're watching HSN. My name is Marlo Smith. I'll be your host this hour, and we've got a big hour planned for you. We are going to be talking about the Lazy Boy Pinnacle, and this hour, we know that Lazy Boy is his global brand name, so many of us know Lazy Boy because they were the originals to be able to bring recliners to the market. And many of us remember our grandparents or your grandfather having one of these incredible high quality recliners. Well, our partnership with Lazy Boy allows us to be able to present for the very final chance of the entire year a remarkable value that we've never done before. So we are offering the Pinnacle, and although we've shared the Pinnacle for you in the past, we have never offered the Pinnacle rocker recliner with swivel. As you look at this chair, we're going to be talking about all of the upgrades that come along with this, and the fact that we are going to be able to deliver this to you within 1 to 3 weeks. It is built with high resiliency foam. That is, by the way, an upgrade. The same type of memory foam many of you want in your mattresses that you're sleeping on at night. But that is just one of the many upgrades. So I want to dive into it really early because we've got a full hour and there's a lot that we want to get to. First, you'll decide if you would like to purchase the manual or the power recliner. Here's what you have to keep in mind. Because of our buying power, in today's show, you can buy the power recliner for less than you would pay for the manual in stores. You can buy the power, which is the upgraded, for less than you would pay for the manual in stores. So if I could nudge you just a little bit to consider buying that power, you won't regret it. This is part of our weekly deal drop, which means there are only shows today and this is only available while supplies last. We're offering this on FlexPay. We also have what we call our VIP financing. FlexPay means you use whatever credit card that you currently have, and we accept them all: Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, or you can choose to use our HSN card or Q card or your Zulily card. And if you don't own those cards, apply for it and you can certainly get approved right away. And then you'll have the 18 months to be able to finance it and you'll get $20 extra off. Let's talk colors. So your decision is manual power, FlexPay or the 18-month financing if you'd like, or you can just pay it outright because you will not find another value. By the way, in stores, you wouldn't be able to get this recliner right now because they don't have the possibility of delivering it until mid-January or mid-February of next year. We can get this in your home within a week to 3 weeks. Let's talk colors. Cotton. You don't have to worry about this staining. We're gonna talk about the fabric and how the fabric is a protective fabric. So whether it's ketchup, whether it's wine, whether it's a little chocolate, whether it's a little piece of sweet potato pie that fell from Thanksgiving, you don't have to worry about. That's a beautiful choice. It's one of my personal favorites. I love that cotton. Also, we have it for you in the Merlot, which is one of our top sellers. It's rich, it's beautiful. Remember, although you've seen the Pinnacle, what's new about this is that it is a swivel, and we've never done that before. This is the first time today launching it, and they are going quickly. So I don't want you to wait on these. And by the way, we'd love to hear your testimonials. I know many of you have shopped with us for our Lazy Boy recliners in the past. Please call us and tell us why you love it. I'll give you our toll-free number. It's 1-866-376-8255. This fudge is incredible. If you don't know where to go, you're gonna really love how this fudge is gonna be beautiful in any home decor. And our #1 bestseller is always the Midnight, which is this incredibly fabulous navy, but we call it Midnight. I want to get our special guest expert in here right away because she has over 25 years, right, with Lazy Boy. She actually is, let me get her exact title because I wrote it down. Hold on a second. She is actually the Vice President of Consumer Education for Lazy Boy. And so it is so great to have you back with us, Amy. I know that you and I had a chance to talk a little bit earlier. And Amy, we're starting off by we showed a little bit about the manufacturer. Can we show that video, guys, since you guys popped it up, so our customers will kind of know what that means, and Amy can speak to that really quickly?
I would love to. We are so proud about, we're going to miss it anyway.
I think that was their silent way of telling me no, Miss Amy. So we'll just go with it. We'll go with it.
That sounds good to me. That sounds good. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is our plant in Dayton, Tennessee. It is the largest of all of our manufacturing plants. We are made and still right here in America with domestic and imported parts. Since 1927, we do more testing than you can ever imagine in a manufacturing company because we test all of our recliners to 100,000 uses. That is what we consider a lifetime. So imagine you sitting in your Lazy Boy recliner when you get delivery in a week or so, and know that we've tested furniture for over 100,000 times. We test the fabric for tensile strength so that the seams we know won't break, the fabric won't break down. And here's how we test all of our cushions and our mechanisms. So here's where you're going to see that 100,000 turns. We pull and push on our frames, and that's why we give you that unibody construction. And Marlo, this is why Lazy Boy can offer a limited lifetime warranty on your parts, your mechanism, and your frame. That's unheard of in the industry. We're built on a 4-sided box frame. A lot of other companies, when you buy furniture, it's 3-sided. And when that front side breaks down because you get in and you get out and you push on those front corners, that's where your chair starts to break down. Because we have 4 sides, you know that you're stable and set on the floor. This is our pinnacle. We've had it on HSN before. It is a top seller. It sits well for people from 5'2" to 6'2". It is on a small scale chair, but it is not small on the inside. This is a 41-inch back height. It's 33 inches width, and the depth is 39. This is the first time we've given you a swivel base. Now, we've brought to you before our wireless remote, which is exclusive to Lazy Boy, and it operates the 4 motors in the chair. One motor reclines the back. One motor, look at how that goes back. That's one motor. One motor raises the leg rest. One motor lifts the headrest. And one motor increases the lumbar an additional 3 inches. Those 4 motors all work on a home button as well. So if you're ready to sit up and stop reclining, we will bring you back to a home button without having to use all these individual buttons. You can also choose your favorite reclining position and press your memory button. And look how this chair goes right back to my favored position of how I like to recline. You also get 2. So if you are sharing your chair, then here's the favorite reclining position for your partner in the home. Or maybe you are using this by yourself and you have 2 favorite positions. Press that home button and come back to a seated position. And then exclusive to HSN, and the first time we've ever brought this to you, is on our power recliner. And this is a swivel that swivels 145 degrees. So Marlo and I were talking earlier, and you remember how the loved ones are always in the kitchen at Thanksgiving doing all the cooking? And they never feel like they're part of who's ever having the conversation in the next room.
It's so true.
Well, now you can turn and talk to your loved one who's doing the cooking. You can come back and watch HSN, or maybe you're watching the parade first thing in the morning, or maybe it's a game later, or you just want to talk to the person next to you. Here we are with this great swivel.
I know, look at that.
And it's so smooth.
You know how you hear something, right? Because families all together, Amy, and you know those conversations get so darn juicy. And so you hear something and you just want to turn around totally, and you're like, what did I hear? did I hear you say what I thought I heard you say? So I love this whole new swivel feature, which is something we have never ever offered. And the power, we may not ever get to see this actually in a retail store. So Amy, I'm gonna pause for a moment because one of the things that we discussed that I wanna share with all of you at home is that this is it for the year. These are the final shows of the year. As a matter of fact, this is the first show. There's a show tonight, and we may have one tomorrow, and that is it for the year. So you can't wait until after Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving weekend or even in December, because truly it's gonna take us 1 to 3 weeks to actually get this delivered. And here's a fun fact, that if you try to buy this anywhere else, number one, you're gonna pay more. But number two, they wouldn't be able to get it to you for at least 16 weeks, which is gonna put you right in the middle of January, February of next year. We can get this home to you, shipping and handling is included, and you get to save. And most importantly to keep in mind, because if you're looking for the why buy, and Amy, we're gonna go over them item by item, are all the upgrades. So I want you to listen to me carefully. Not only do you get a better buy where you can get the power, which is the most premium recliner, for less than you would pay for the manual in stores, but it's all the upgrades that we also include, that if when, you know how when you go buy a new car and they want to sell you the upgraded heated seats in the car or the upgraded navigation system, and before you know it now it's kind of added on. Well, that's what we've done with this to give you reasons to make the purchase. Also, with our holiday return policy, you now have until the end of January to make a final decision. And one of the reasons why so many of you have loved us partnering with Lazy Boy is because we don't offer you, we don't charge you a restocking fee if you change your mind. If you get these at home and we know that you're gonna love it, that we'll come and we'll pick it up. All you have to do is make a decision. Is it power? Is it manual? Is it the midnight? Is it the beautiful cotton that we're gonna talk about? Is it the Merlot, or is it the fudge? The fudge is that brown color. Look at the savings. We've got our 5 flexible payments. You let us know. We'll talk about the delivery in a moment. But I'm gonna go back to you, Amy, because I do wanna get through all those upgrades early in this show, because if you're looking for a reason to respond and react and put your order in, I would say final shows of the entire year. And let's go over those upgrades. There's so many that I actually had to go to a second page.
I know.
Let's start with the fabric, because as I'm gonna stand up for a moment and go and walk to the cotton for a moment, because I think that's a good place to talk about the fabric. And this fabric is an upgraded fabric. Tell us the name of the fabric and why, if you love this beautiful cotton, you should absolutely order it, because if you've got a busy family, you've got the pets and the kids and the grandkids, or we're all eating on our Lazy Boy for sure, you never have to worry about this staining.
No, you don't. No, this is I Flanagan. And I Flanagan is a favorite for HSN customers. You love this fabric because it gives you a fabulous menswear look and feel, but it has chenille in it. I Clean is exclusive to Lazy Boy. It is a liquid repellent, stain lifting fabric, and that's why we're able to offer you this gorgeous cotton color. Now, I'm wearing white jeans. There is no way you would want me to pour cranberry juice or wine or anything, coffee, teas, on your white jeans. You would run into your stain lifter, right? Well, this is white fabric. It's a beautiful creamy color. Look what happens. This cranberry juice sits on the surface. All I have to do is set a paper towel next to it, and the color is drawn to the paper towel. I'm not lifting this at all. There's where the stain is, all right? There's all that liquid. All I have to do is come back behind it and dab. And as I dab, these little tiny drops that broke off from the main spill are now dabbed right off the cloth. Here's the rest of it, okay? This is now not sitting inside the furniture, which is where your stains and the gross stuff lives forever. I love to put my fabrics on acrylic because there you can see There is no residue through the back.
Yes.
And this is where that technology that we give you, look, nothing on the surface, it's all here. And what's also wonderful is it is dry to the touch because we lift the liquid off. We don't rub it in. That's the difference when you have technology. And that's where Lazy Boy and HSN come together. That's the outside. That is your first custom order feature.
Yes,
The
and
next,
an upgrade
yes,
that you would typically pay
upgrade.
more for. I want to quickly dive in, Amy, before we go to the second one,
Yes.
is to give everybody an update on this gorgeous Merlot. Isn't that beautiful? I know. There are only 82 remaining in the Power. So we do have your choice of the Power or the manual. But if you'd like to have the Power, please don't wait. It's stunning. They all are. I will tell you, I don't know how you choose because they're so beautiful. Reminding you, new feature, just in case you're just tuning in. First time, this is the same Pinnacle that you've known, but now with a swivel, and we'll talk about that. So we've talked about the fabric. Where would you like to go next, Amy?
I would like to go with that manual recliner. So I'm sitting in the manual in that gorgeous midnight. This beautiful handle on the side, this is an elongated arc nickel finished handle.
It's beautiful.
Very front up, isn't it gorgeous? On the very front of it is a little tiny divot, and that allows for a single finger action. Look at this. I'm able to get my recliner up with a single finger. I don't have to grab it. And that's how we made this so that it works beautifully and easily. Then you have that swivel base. Now you can see on Marlowe's in the studio there what that swivel base looks like. It's very important that you understand the kind of swivel base we give you. This is called a pie base. So that is an upgrade. The color coffee is also an upgrade. So there's 3 more things on the outside. The pie base is very important because it balances body weight left and right. When you are turning on a swivel, and the manual is a 360-degree swivel, the Power's 145 degrees. You want to make sure this is not elevated above the ground because there's tipping factors left and right. Lazy Boy is really conscious about safety features. It has a gorgeous finish and a gorgeous color to it. Inside the recliner, Marlo, if we can, we have temper response memory foam. This temper response sits on top of our regular high resiliency foam. So this is the cue ball from the pool table. When you drop it on regular foam, you see it bounces, right? Well, let's put the temper response on top of this. And now watch what happens with that memory foam. It stops. And what it does is it accepts your body weight. So as you sit down, it starts to envelop you all the way around your hip flexors, your hips, your tailbone, your spine, and this supports you until you get up. And once you get up, then it finishes coming back to a standard full outline and then is ready to support the next person that sits down. This is technology from the Tempur-Pedic family that you all are loving in your sleep mattresses.
Yes.
And it's #1 in the sleep industry. So it took 3 years for their scientists and the Lazy Boy engineers to come and find the right formula for sitting in the chair. So when I get up, the memory foam remembers its original design, and then it's ready to accept the next person that sits down. So that's what's inside the chair, besides what we talked about, how we make that in the plant. And then on your Power recliner, just like we said before, this is exclusive to Lazy Boy. We designed and patented this wireless remote. It sits inside a magnetic cradle. This cradle also houses the USB port, so it'll fully charge a device for you. Inside the cradle, you have a home button and 2 memory buttons. You also have a Find My remote. So if you lose the remote, you press that button and you'll hear the beeping of the remote. As soon as you find the remote, press any button and it will stop. The back button allows you to stop communication from the chair to the wireless remote. So we have a 5-year-old and granddaughter, and she loves to push the buttons when Pop is reclining in his chair. And he has leg rests up, and the back is going back. Well, all he has to do is slide the button, and she can't push the buttons on the remote anymore. So we thought of that as well. And should you happen to lose your remote, the nice thing is because you have memory here, you can press your memory button and the chair goes right back to your favorite position until you use the home button and find your remote.
I love it. I love it. Amy, while you rest just a little bit, I do want to invite you all in because today is Monday. Every Monday at HSN, we drop 7 new weekly deals. This one won't last. They're designed to last 7 days or until they sell out, but I know that by the end of the day, we're definitely going to sell out a few of these. If you're just joining us, my name is Marlo. I am here, of course, with the Vice President of Consumer Education, over 25 years of experience. Amy is joining us as our expert as we talk about not only the pinnacle Lazy Boy recliner that we have offered. It's one of the most popular Lazy Boy recliners that we ever offer, but the new takeaway is that this now swivels. So in all the years that we partner with Lazy Boy, we've never offered the additional feature of a swivel, so that now, especially the way that the newer homes are built, where the kitchens are sometimes right on the other side of a den or of a great room, if someone is having a conversation and you just quickly wanted to swivel very easily to the left or the right, you can do that. But it's also your recliner, it's also your rocker, and it's also at an amazing value. It is the final show of the year. I'm gonna repeat that. Final shows of the year. They will not be here Thanksgiving weekend. As a matter of fact, they'll only be here today and tomorrow, as far as I understand, and maybe only today, because it typically takes anywhere from 1 week to 3 weeks to have these delivered at HSN. If you're shopping in a retail environment, it usually takes 16 weeks. So that's the difference. And they can't even, if you go into a store now to buy any furniture, you're not gonna get it this year. It won't be until sometimes January, February. We can literally get this in your home within 1 to 3 weeks. Shipping and handling is included. Plus, we offer this at an incredible value. And I wanna go over those for you once again, because one of the things that we love is that we can offer to you the upgraded version with all those upgrades that you would traditionally want that would drive the cost up for lower than you'd find in stores. For instance, when you're buying the Power, which is the most elite version, it is less than you would pay for the manual in stores. It is less. The Power today is less than you would pay for the manual in stores. Hey, I'm gonna pop that remote back in there. I wanna go over those colors for you because we do have the manual and we do have the Power. I definitely would not overlook the Power. Here's the information on that one. You can see a retail value of over $2,600. We do offer FlexPay. Here are your colors. Midnight blue, beautiful. It's stunning. It's the perfect blue. It's not too light. It's not too dark. I can see this in a coastal environment. I can see in this very modern, really traditional. These are beautifully made and the colors are gorgeous. The fudge or our chocolate brown, one of our, the midnight is always our #1 bestseller, but the fudge works in any home. And it can go, again, super modern, really contemporary, or it can go really classic. The Merlot, though, is the most limited. It's, I mean, look at how drop dead gorgeous this is. There are only 80 now remaining in the Power, and we do have a few in the manual, but if you'd love to have it, don't miss it. And one of my personal favorites, believe it or not, is this cotton. I really love it. And I love that I can have this light fabric, Amy, as I bring you into the conversation and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, if I'm eating a little piece of candy or if I'm eating something that if ketchup or a little bit of wine, a little Kool-Aid spills on it, I won't ever ruin that fabric because of that upgraded iClean fabric that we put into the inside of this. Amy, I've asked for phone calls. This is such a wonderful, I think, platform to learn more about Lazy Boy and to hear from really tens of thousands of customers that have shopped with us for our Lazy Boy recliners. And so please call us. Our toll-free number is 1-866-376-8255. We'd love to hear from you. We've certainly set you up for success with getting this delivered because of our FlexPay that is free and instant for everyone and it's interest-free. And also because not only do we offer the FlexPay for you, where you can pay for this over 5 months, we have what we call VIP financing. So if 5 months is not enough for you or adequate enough for you, then consider getting this with our VIP financing by using an HSN card, Zulily card, or Q card. And if you don't own those cards, all you do is apply for it and you can get these at home. You can get the manual at home for $69.39. One more thing though, I want to remind everybody, Amy, is we offer a holiday return policy. So any design or any color that you choose, be it manual or the power, you have until the end of January. And if you should ever change your mind, as long as you call us before the end of January, no restocking fee, and we will just come and pick it up. But we know that you'll be happy. Let's talk about delivery really quickly if we can, because we haven't talked about the delivery. Will you explain the process to us?
I will. So this is the perfect season for buying a gift for yourself or buying a gift for a loved one. And Lazy Boy has distribution centers all across the United States. So wherever you want to have this delivered, we're going to do so. We will call you in about 7 to 10 days and make an appointment with you. So if you are gifting and you're on the East Coast and you're gifting on the West Coast, not a problem. We have distribution centers. We will call your loved one and we will make an appointment with them. We are doing white glove delivery. That means wherever you want it in the home. Maybe it's the basement, maybe it is up in the master suite or on the main level. That doesn't matter to us. We are a slide and glide connection. So the back slides on the base, just that simply. And then you're ready to use your recliner immediately if it's the manual. If it's the power, not a problem. There's only 2 other minor connections. And that's as soon as we slide the back on, you have to connect the power DIN locking connectors and then you plug it in. So that's how simple your next 2 steps are. And then you're using your power remote. And as soon as you find your sweet spot, then you press your memory button and it goes back to reclining. So here's what that looks like. Again, it's just sliding the back right onto the base. As soon as we do, then, oh, there's your manual. Now your manual's ready to use. And here's the power. Look at that gorgeous Merlot card. There's your beautiful Merlot color. Again, slide the back right onto the base. These are called DIN locking connectors. So we make sure they don't slide open by locking them into place. Then you slide the back on, you lock in the power, you put it into the power supply box and plug it into the wall. Here's the other beauty about that. The power supply box is also a surge protector. So you don't have to worry about, and we definitely ask you not to use extension cords. We give you almost 8 feet of cord to work with. And because this is a power swivel, it only swivels 145 degrees. So your power cord will not get wrapped in that. If you also want to think about floating this into the room, on hsn.com, Lazy Boy has a wireless battery pack, and this will work for about 3 to 5 days. It also depends on how often you open and close your recliner or the weight capacity that is used to open and close the recliner. Lazy Boy tests all their recliners to 300 pounds. So it could last you 3 days. It could last you a full 5, depending on how often you use it. 9-volt batteries go into the main chair. Those 9-volt batteries are good for 1 back to a seated position. So let's just say you're in your favorite reclining position and you have your 2 9-volt batteries in the recliner, which you have to supply yourself. Lazy Boy does not supply those. And the power goes out. We're going to have an ice storm here tonight. So I know the power is going to flicker at least. If it goes out, I don't worry. I can press my home button, because those batteries will take over and I'll be able to come back to that upright seated rocking position. Those batteries are very well done. They charge very quickly, attached to the power cords. And again, look at how easy it is to swivel, chat with whoever's in your living space, come back, chat with whoever's in the kitchen, or Marlo, you and I can just swivel and recline and rock.
Let me tell you something. Amy, if my body could talk, I feel so good. You know, oftentimes doctors will say, hey, elevate your feet or lift your feet up.
Yes,
I mean,
they do.
it almost
Yes,
feels
they
like you
do.
take the weight of the world off your feet when you elevate it like this. So cushiony, remember we talked about that therapeutic cushion? That's an upgrade. I'm telling you, this recliner feels better than some of your beds out there. And some of you might actually end up falling asleep in this recliner. It is an unbelievable value. And it's really hard to articulate the extraordinary level of comfort. Like just now when I elevated this, it reminded me of my grandfather. My grandfather passed away many, 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 many years ago. But I remember him with his recliner. And I remember him back in the day when everybody would read the newspaper. You guys remember those days, Amy? And you'd get the newspaper. I could see my grandfather now reading the newspaper and watching the news and watching television. Now you know what it is. It's our cell phones that we have, and we have our iPads. That's how we're reading a lot of the news that we're getting. But same concept. Same ability to be able to come home and to be able to relax, take the weight of the world off your shoulders, off your legs, off your feet, watch TV, enjoy your family, especially with the new swivel feature that you have with this. It is still that recliner that you love. And I will tell you, I'm being told that more of you are buying the Power. I love the Power. And I have to remind everybody, Amy, this is such an extraordinary because here at HSN, and I want you to hear me because nowhere else are you gonna be able to buy and get this new model and have it delivered in 1 to 3 weeks. And this is gonna be I think there's only a show today and a show tomorrow. Am I correct about that, Amy? And this is it for the year. So you can't wait and think that we're gonna be offering this at the end of the month or even December, because we will not. This is the final shows of the year. So please place your orders. I'm gonna get up and take you on a little tour so that you can make a decision. The Merlot is the #1 favorite. And I know that not only you're a brand expert and we're showing the inside and some of the features, but as we prepare to kind of go over the colors once again, give us a quick little blurb, because I know you also have a background in interior design. And this Merlot is really incredibly popular.
You know, the red families are part of, and all colors are part of nature. If you want to warm up a room, let's just say you've got a lot of naturals, the gray families, you've got browns, and you've got even your blue and green tones. A red tone, like in the fall season, you know, you think about how cold the air is, you add a red tone and it automatically feels warmer. This is a beautiful Merlot that is not an orange red. It is a true wine red.
Yes.
It is exquisite, and the fabric itself is so soft to the touch. The fudge color, our chocolate, is truly a #1 selling color in the I. Flanagan family. This is probably the most universal gifting color. This is my studio. It's called my she shed, and I have all my crafting areas in one side, and this is my living room in the other. But I have all pinks and gray tones, and that was one of the reasons I said I want a brown for a change, because the brown is like all your wood tones. Wood tones go with everything. I've got a little bit of brown and then the rope finish that adds the browns. So you can see how wonderful this brown color looks. It has golden undertones, so it isn't like so dark that it looks almost too deep, almost midnight. The cotton color.
Oh my gosh.
This is the gorgeous cotton color.
Love that one.
Oh,
here, I have it here.
There's that gorgeous cotton.
Yeah, they're gonna show it here in the studio so that you can see how pretty it is.
Perfect. It is very creamy in color. And this is why I like to do that wine test on the fabric, so that you can see It sits on the surface. I'm going to bring my fabric around. I'm just going to hope it doesn't go on my jeans because this is cranberry juice, and you know how sticky it is. But look how I can roll this around, okay? It's not absorbing into the fabric. I'm going to lay that paper towel there again. Look at it go like a magnet right to the paper towel. All I'm going to do is dab up the other spots, and that's it. Dab it. It's not a rub. It's not a scrub. Just dab. It's already dry. It's not on the back.
Hey,
it's
Amy?
all here in your paper towel. Yeah.
I'm going to get in there for a moment because I quickly just want to show everybody the navy. And we are very fortunate, Amy, that we have a caller.
Yeah.
So the midnight blue is always our #1 bestseller. Any really quick little words on that one?
You know, this is that perfect denim. It goes with all of your warm tones, and then it cools everything down. Think about your perfect and favorite pair of jeans.
Yes.
That's what this looks like to me, right?
Yeah.
And it's, again, so comfortable.
Let's go to our phone lines and say hi to Donna from Oklahoma, who owns one and loves it. Hey, Donna, it's Marlo and Amy. Thank you for calling.
Hey, Marlo and Amy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So tell us why you love your Lazy Boy recliner.
Well, a year ago, I was suffering with severe back injuries and was scheduled for an operation, but it wasn't going to be until March. I ordered this in cotton color.
Oh, my favorite.
In October. And it came, and the gentleman who brought it actually set it up for me. I know he's not supposed to, but bless his heart, he did, because I am partially disabled. Anyway, I could not sleep in a regular bed, so I thought maybe I could sleep in this recliner. The first night, according to my Fitbit, I got the best sleep in 6 months.
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, fabulous.
I love that.
I do too. I do too. And you know, and Donna, I want to tell you, I am so proud of our delivery people that they helped you. When last year was one of those times we were not doing white glove, it was threshold only. That just shows you the HSN and Lazy Boy family care about their customers.
Yes. Aw. So what do you think about, I know that we just launched today the new swivel feature. What are your thoughts about that newer upgrade?
Well, I think it would be wonderful for somebody who has the space. I have mine squeezed. It's a small chair, and I have it squeezed into a very tight space, so swiveling wouldn't work for me, but it's a wonderful idea if you have the room.
I love that you love it. Would you say to someone who is accustomed to maybe going into a store, I know that most of us identify with Lazy Boy, you know the brand name, and especially because they are actually the creators of these recliner chairs, would you recommend it to our customers who are watching today?
Yes, and if you can swing it, get the power. It is wonderful.
Yes, that's a good point. You're right. That's the one that I love, and that's the one that I'm using. Thank you so much, Donna. I so appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to call us. We really appreciate, and best wishes to you.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Have a great holiday.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You too.
I love that. I love what she talked about because they are, look at all the cushion, look at all the padding. Remember, that's all an upgrade. Yes. We do have more time so that we can take you through the features. If you're just joining us, we are featuring for you our final chance to be able to get a Lazy Boy recliner of the year. And boy, do we have some exciting news for you, because in all the years that we've offered this Pinnacle Edition, which is one of the most popular choices, we've never ever offered one. Look at what I can do. I can take my feet and I can now swivel. We've never done that before. You can now swivel. So think about when all the family is around and there's a pocket of folk over here, and then you've got your mom and your cousins and the grandkids here, and you want to be in this conversation, Amy, and then you want to hear what's going on over here, right? It gives you the ability to now kind of swivel and turn in those directions. And so we've never done that before, but we are very, very limited. We're gonna guarantee delivery. We're gonna get this into your home in 1 to 3 weeks. What an amazing gift to give to someone. Whether you're treating yourself, or this is a gift for your mom or your dad or just your parents, or you're getting this for your partner or your spouse, this is an extraordinary value. As Donna talked about, We actually offer the Power Recliner, which is the most elite. It is the one that people desire to own, and the only thing that keeps them from buying it is the cost. But here today, even with the new feature of the swivel and all the upgrades that we're gonna outline for you, you actually will pay less for the Power Recliner than you would for the manual if you were going to shop in the traditional brick and mortar stores.
Right.
So please don't overlook this. This is a big opportunity, and it's the final one of the year, and you still have until the end of January to make a final decision with no restocking fee, and we'll come pick it up if you don't absolutely love it. Look at the side-by-side pricing and look at what you end up paying. So tremendous savings. You've got your 5 flex pays. If you're new to shopping with us and you don't fully understand what that means, it means that instantly, without filling out any application, without a credit check, without doing anything, with the exception of using any major credit card or PayPal, you instantly and freely get to pay 5 equal installments. Now today they'll always add the tax, but after today, then your payments will either be $200 and something or $300 something until you pay it off, which is what most people are doing today. So you either do the $249.80 for the manual, but the most popular is actually the Power, which I don't blame you if you can swing it, $379.80, or if you'd like to use our HSN card, you can certainly take advantage of the 18 months financing, and then that way your payments are, if you're getting the Power, only $105 and change, or if you're getting the manual, less than $70. Will it be the Midnight? Will it be the Fudge Chocolate? The Merlot, I've said a couple of times, that one is going really fast. And my personal favorite, and I love that Donna ordered that cotton as well. And we're gonna go over the features for everybody, Amy, because manual, Power, the 4 beautiful colors to choose from, guaranteed delivery in 1 to 3 weeks, the ultimate holiday gift.
Right.
Final show of the year, but lots of exciting upgrades. And I know we've talked about this swivel being new today. You've seen the Pinnacle, but you haven't seen the swivel. Should I get up and maybe show that, or tell me where you'd like to go at this point? Because I know we want to be sure that we're covering all the bases.
I'm going to start with the Power, so I would love you to stay right where you are because you have a perfect side silhouette, so I can show off the features inside. Let's start with Lazy Boy and their innovation. So we started in 1927. We're 95 years old. In March, we'll be 96 years old. We are the company that's known for comfort, innovation, durability, and stability. This is why you remember your grandfather's chair, but this is not your grandfather's chair anymore. It's your chair. We offer you 4 motors in this recliner. The first motor reclines the back. So imagine we elongate the seat. If you're taller and you recline the back, this gives you more inside room. Watch what happens in the front. Every time I recline it, this moves forward, giving you more interior room, right? That's why we call the Power an infinite reclining furniture. The second layer of buttons raises the leg rest. So you decide where is that perfect sweet spot when you're ready to recline. Maybe you want the back to come up just a little bit more because you want to sit up, right? The next button raises this headrest. This is where Marlo's going to come in perfect because you'll see her on that navy chair. But this headrest will raise up to 55 degrees. So if you are in a full recline, look there at Marlo. Look at that comfort. So now she's been sleeping or taking a quick nap. Now she wants to sit up and watch television or use her iPad or her phone or watch television or talk to someone. All she has to do is raise the headrest. Then if you need more lumbar support, the lower motor lifts this lumbar area, which is Lazy Boy's known for having the most lumbar support. Now we're giving you 3 additional inches. This motor will raise an additional 3 inches for more lumbar support. So now you've got your perfect sweet spot. Hit that memory button. It's now designed and it's in there permanently for you until you're ready to change it. All you have to do is hit the home button. You come back to an upright, seated, rocking, or swiveling position. This is your new Lazy Boy with all of those bells and whistles. Then we add inside the cradle. This is all magnetic. It is designed and innovated by Lazy Boy. Okay, there's a patent on this cradle. We give you the USB charging port. You also have a home button and 2 memory buttons on the outside. If you don't want to use the remote, that's fine. Then if you are using the remote and the little one runs off with it and you can't find it, press your Find My Remote button. As soon as you hear the beeping, press any button. It will stop the beeping from the chair, the communication. And if your little one runs off with the remote control, and trust me, our even 55-pound dog would run off with this, all we have to do is lock it out, and then the remote won't work anymore. So look, I can't use the home button. But as soon as I turn that back on, then my memory button allows me to go back to that beautiful reclining again. That's the beauty of the innovation of your new Lazy Boy. Your grandfather's chair has the memories, but you are going to start making new memories in your recliner.
But I don't I don't want you to wait. The Merlot continues to be one of the most popular choices. That 145-degree swivel rotation is brand new. So although you probably have seen Amy or you've seen me before at HSN, and you probably have seen the Pinnacle, this is a Rocco recliner. What's new is the swivel piece to it. So imagine all of these upgrades, still one amazing value and guaranteed delivery within 1 to 3 weeks. No one else can do that. If you go buy any furniture right now, it's gonna take at least 16 weeks for you to be able to get it delivered. We can guarantee delivery in 1 to 3 weeks, and the shipping and handling is included. They are amazing. The comfort, it's really, really amazing how comfortable these are, how well built. But when you talk about a company that's been around for over 90 years, is known in the industry, they build amazing and high quality furniture. We are very, very fortunate to have this relationship and partnership with Lazy Boy, because not only can we offer to you a much lower price than you're gonna find if you walk into any of a brick and mortar store, but it's how we do business. For example, our return policy is very different, right? We give you until the end of January. Most furniture stores do charge a restocking fee if you change your mind. We don't do that. You have a number of ways to pay for this. A lot of times you'd have to like open up a furniture store card. You don't have to do that. You can use your own credit card, and you can instantly, if you've never purchased a thing before at HSN, you can call today and get this on our 5 interest-free monthly payments, which is remarkable that we can do that. Or if you'd like to use our proprietary card and extend the financing, you can certainly do that as well. So lots of opportunities, Amy. We still have that midnight, the chocolate, the Merlot, and we have that beautiful cotton. I'm gonna stand up for a moment. Please make your decisions. We're towards the end of the presentation, and certainly we're gonna give you a chance to be able to shop with us for these today. But this is it for the year. So you only have this show. I think there are only 2 more shows, and that is it until 2023. And what a way to end the year with getting somebody, really the ultimate, right? With all of the Pinnacles that we've sold and all of the chairs that we've offered, we've never offered one that swivels. And Amy, I know that, and give me an update if we can, Pat, on which ones are most popular. I understand that they're all selling equally. So, okay, the rich cotton, Amy, is...
Oh, yes.
And rich cotton is number 1, fudge is number 2. Does that surprise you at all?
Not at all. It doesn't surprise me. You know, if you want white furniture, you're only going to get white furniture from Lazy Boy, because we have the iClean technology.
Absolutely.
And let me explain what the iClean technology is. This is not a top coat treatment. So we are not spraying the top of this fabric. This fabric, once it's woven, the entire 500-yard bolt of every one of these fabrics is immersed into a solution. And that solution covers every fiber inside every yarn. That's why this sits on the surface. Look, I get to use my little swivel base and come right back over here.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So this is why when you spill on iClean, it sits on the surface and does this beading. If this were a top coat treatment that you buy at the big box stores that you spray on and it ends up more on your clothes and then in the washing machine after you've sat on it, this does not wear out. And you can see all I have to do is dab, get everything up. It's all on the cloth and it's not on your furniture. Now you're buying Lazy Boy furniture that also has that Tempur-Pedic inside. If you didn't have this on the surface and that immersion that's surrounding the fabrics, what would happen is that those stains would come here and then it would end up on top of all of your foam. And that's where your smells and your mildew and your mold start to grow and live. So it's not the stain on the surface, because anybody can get a stain off the surface. It's what happens on inside. And again, this is another one of the upgrades, is having this memory foam, the Tempur Response, the engineered Lazy Boy, HSN, and Tempur Response that come together to give you the best that you can have in your seating. Now, Tempur Response is temperature sensitive. What's great about it is that when you first sit down, it takes the body and then it starts to accept the body weight. Look how I can just gently push a cue ball down inside the memory foam. Look what happens to it. It is now fully encompassed around the ball. I can keep pushing and make the little ball disappear. But when you get up, watch how the ball itself rises up. Now it's ready to accept the next person that's going to sit down. This is engineered seating. That means the Tempur Response memory foam manufacturers and their scientists worked with Lazy Boy's engineer to come up with the exact right seat, chaise, and footrest that this will work in. This is exclusive to Lazy Boy. You will not find this anywhere else. When you first sit down, it will feel hard and firm. I need everyone to understand that, because it hasn't accepted your body temperature and your body weight yet. But as soon as you do sit down, you will feel your body move just like that cue ball. It will relax until it has surrounded every part from your hip flexors and spine all the way down through your knees. And I'm going to recline the manual again. It is all the way down here in the footrest. So as soon as I extend my ankles, this now starts to mold around my legs and fits me perfectly. Then when I get up and my husband sits down, it now fits him perfectly. This is custom seating. You will never find this anywhere else.
Not right, absolutely. So I understand we are so limited that today there's only one more chance to grab this. Keep in mind, only available today. This is it for the year. This is the final quantity. We can deliver this to you within 1 to 3 weeks. So as a Christmas gift, as a Hanukkah gift, maybe this is something you've thought about that you've wanted for yourself. Take the plunge and come on in. Pamper yourself, treat yourself, think about your body. I know as I age, I have to find ways to be able to give back to my body, right? To have the comfort and the cushion and the support that you need, whether it's a rocking chair for a new mom, or for someone who's middle-aged or a little bit older, or those of us that, you know, we're moving into the winter season. You talked about an ice storm coming your way, Amy. We're gonna be cocooning, we're gonna be in the inside. What could be better? Great gift. One of the lowest prices we've ever offered, new swivel design, something we've never done before. So I could literally swivel around and look at you if I wanted to, which is really wonderful. And reminding you again to do consider the power recliner, because the power recliner with all the upgrades is lower than you would pay for a manual at retail. The power. That's remarkable. And I've talked quite a bit about our return policy. You'll have until the end of January. You have that flex pay, no restocking fee on this one. The colors are all available, although I know that the Merlot is very limited, the cotton. I mean, it's just a wonderful way. Beautiful furniture. It will last. You spoke about the warranty. You can find all the details on the warranty on our website. Just built to last forever and just offered to you day in and there's not many things that we buy, as you know, Amy, that offers us this level of comfort, right? And once you get it at home and you feel how cushiony and how thick and how it supports your back, your lower back and your shoulders, and you can elevate your legs in your feet. You know what you'll say? You'll say, oh my gosh, I've always thought about getting one of these, but I had no idea how good it is, and I wish I had done it sooner.
Well, you'll also find for people who have had Lazy Boys around for a long time, and Donna was one of our customers, you can buy other reclining companies, but you don't buy the company that innovated the recliners. If it doesn't have Lazy Boy written on it, you don't have a four-sided frame. You don't have 4 motors in your power chair. You don't have 54 reclining positions in your manual recliner. You might have a swivel base, but it's not going to be on a pie base. It'll be on what we call a spider base. Those aren't safe. So there's things that we have thought out. Those are things that we've done from the inset in 1927, and we continue to innovate today, being 2022. Just wait. We don't stop there. We're going to keep giving you new things to build a life that you're going to enjoy your own new chair.
Well, Amy, I know that we're going to see you tonight. I know that you told me at 10 p.m., right? That they changed your show time to 10 p.m. And it's only going to be a quick 20-minute presentation. I hope that you at home will make a decision for then. This is the final quantities of the year. Amy, I love working with you. Happy holidays. I know that we'll see you tonight at 10.
And
please continue to shop Midnight Fudge, Merlot, or the Cotton. And then you'll let us know if you'd like to have either the manual or the power. All new upgrades, including first ever in a swivel. We've got a special, of course, from Andrew Lessman that we're going to tell you about in a couple of moments. But first, music legend Dolly Parton is coming back to HSN, and we can't wait because she's going to be premiering her new fragrance, one of her new fragrances, and it's called Smoky Mountain. And this one is near and dear to her heart because it's inspired by the wonderful stories from Dolly's front porch, straight from the Smoky Mountains that she loves so much to our hearts. So join Dolly Parton live on HSN. The dates are November 19th and November 20th for the premiere of her new fragrance called Smoky Mountain. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Think about how much TV we watch. You can sit back in your new Lazy Boy recliner and watch Dolly and all your favorite shows. We're gonna get to our today's special coming up, but first, here's a special from Andrew Lessman.
Hi there. Andrew Lessman here with a very straightforward product, and a product I consider essential for, at least for me, for the holidays. I tend to make very good decisions when it comes to what I eat through most of the year. But November, December, probably beginning of January, social situations, family gatherings, holiday events, it seems that I make less than ideal situations, and that's when Digest Assure for me becomes not just a good idea, but an essential idea. And certainly throughout the year, there are times when I reach for it. When I eat a meal that contains a little bit more protein, that's a great time to reach for Digest Assure. The things that we know, that we experience as being a little bit more challenging to digest, because as we get older, it's an absolutely established fact that the way we secrete digestive enzymes, the digestive environment in our stomach and digestive tract, it works better, it functions better when we're younger. With additional age, with stress, things change. And as they change, our ability to easily, comfortably, effectively digest food changes. And this product simply delivers 100% digestive enzymes, nothing else. No additives, no binders, no fillers, no nothing. Also, it's one of those products that you get a sense of how important it is for it to dissolve instantly for availability. If you open a capsule of this, when you open that capsule, you'll see a powder, like my Fibromucil, a powder that's like dust. Because you immediately want the molecules of those digestive enzymes immediately to be dispersed and distributed among your digestive content so they can deliver their work. It's the only way they work. So if you want a digestive enzyme product that enhances the digestion, that makes up for the changes in our digestive enzymes and our digestive function, then you want a product that delivers its results immediately. The enzymes are natural, they're all plant-based. You won't find anything like our digestive enzyme product. And again, the proof is in the pudding. You look at the reviews on this product, they're over 80% five-star review, over 90% positive reviews. Again, it's just 100% digestive enzymes. We all require them. We put all sorts of crazy things into our digestive system. Those things are stable in the outside world. We put them in the oven at 1,000 degrees on a grill or whatever it might be. They're fine. Yet we put them in our body and they break down. And they break down into their constituent molecules. That's a complicated process. If we want that digestion to go well, we have to have enzymes. Without them, nothing happens. And we deliver the